So let's talk about these Jordan Love contract talks. A few weeks ago, Brian Gutekunst came out and said this regarding the talks and what he expected for when the deal could get done. He said, we're in those conversations right now. And I think the nice part about this is that none of these things are always easy or fast, but both parties want the same thing. We'd like to get this thing done before training camp for sure. Both parties want to get a contract extension done. I think that stability at that position really allows you to have some security with the way we build our team. We're looking forward to getting that done, but it never goes fast. And after hearing those words from Brian Gutekunst, it made sense from the Packers' perspective to want to get this deal done as soon as possible, because the longer they wait, some of these other quarterbacks like Tua, like Trevor Lawrence, like Dak Prescott could potentially sign a new deal, which could force the Packers to have to pay Jordan Love even more money as these contracts increase in value, like we've seen with the Vikings. Justin Jefferson now making $35 million per year. Odds are CeeDee Lamb now wants more money. And so I understood the Packers probably want to get this done as soon as possible. My question was, what was Jordan Love and his agent, what were they thinking, and are they close to wanting to sign a deal, or are they trying to wait longer to see if someone else signs first, so they can sort of maximize the value of this contract that will likely be signed somewhat soon in the future between the Packers and Jordan Love. And then a little earlier today, after the Packers' mandatory minicamp practice, Jordan Love was speaking with reporters, and his answers seemed to give us a little bit of an idea of where this whole contract discussion actually is, because before this point, I don't think we had a really clear idea of how close they were. But listen to this. This is from Matt Schneidman. He says this: Jordan Love was asked today if he's optimistic his extension could get done before camp starts. Yes. What makes him optimistic? It's what I've heard. So the fact that we hear from Jordan Love that he's optimistic about getting a deal done before camp, saying that it's what he's heard, odds are that his agent is telling him, where they are in these talks, what he could potentially expect. And so Jordan Love, if he didn't really want to come across as if this deal was getting closer to getting done, he could have said, I'm not sure, we'll see. Things like that, which he had said previously when asked about potentially sitting out week one if, things hadn't, gotten done with his contract. Would he be willing to sit out? He said he wouldn't really answer. He was sort of being pretty vague about it. And when he was getting asked these questions, you can tell he was trying not to share too much. But I still think hearing that answer that yes, he's optimistic that a deal is going to get done by camp, it makes me think that the Packers and Jordan Love are very, very close to getting this deal done. And the thing is, right now it's June 11th. There's a few more days of minicamp left, and there's really no reason to sign it in the next few weeks unless, they could technically, but, I think the big thing will be training camp, because at that point it's the first or one of the big deadlines for, wanting to get a deal done, probably from the Packers and Jordan Love. And so for a while, I wasn't sure where the two sides were in these talks, even if Gutekunst wanted a deal done by camp. Wasn't sure if Jordan Love and his side were thinking along the same lines. And hearing that answer, it makes it sound to me like the Packers and Love are very close to getting this deal done. And it sounds to me, just from that quote, that they're probably pretty close when it comes to the numbers and what they're expecting and what Jordan Love wants. And so I think it's exciting for the Packers, because there's no doubt the Packers need to pay Jordan Love. He clearly proved that he is a top-tier caliber quarterback at the end of last season to go into the playoffs and do what he did. The Packers, when Aaron Rodgers took over back in 2008, they made him the fourth highest paid quarterback maybe midway through the season. So Jordan Love has even more starts than Aaron Rodgers had at the time of Aaron Rodgers signing that deal. And so the Packers are going to lock up Jordan Love for the long haul, and it will be exciting when this deal officially comes out. And there was another discussion when it came to contracts. And this time, Kenny Clark, who will be entering the final year of his deal, he spoke about it today with some Packers reporters. And then here we have from Ashley Washburn. It's still ongoing, but they're talking. Kenny Clark was saying that they are having contract talks right now, which is interesting. I love it here. I love my teammates. I love the organization. Hopefully everything will work out. Packers defensive end Kenny Clark on contract extension talks and how he wants to end his career in Green Bay. So Kenny about to play on the final year of his deal unless the deal is done before the season starts. And even though he is having talks with the Packers, it doesn't necessarily mean a deal will get done before the season. If the Packers give Jordan Love a new deal, I think they also could give Kenny Clark a new deal. He's currently 28 years old, going to be 29 in October, I believe. And so the question for the Packers is, do they want to, give him another contract, even though he is a little bit older? It comes down to, I think, how much the Packers think he has left in the tank and if he's worth giving, a 3-4 year deal potentially for the future. So I would love to see Kenny Clark back in Green Bay, and I'm excited to see what he can do in this Jeff Hafley defense. But those are the newest updates for the Packers. If you want more Packers content, feel free to subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next time.